Greetings. Today we will be going through BALY Project 2. We are from Group 2 and our group is consists of Cassandra, Sandras, Gil, Ryan and Wei Sheng. We will be talking about the business analytics for Singtel. Singtel is a local telecommunication company, and a common business problem faced by telecommunication company is customers churn. Customers churn refers to a loss of customers, a term commonly used in subscription-based companies. Singtel knows the importance of customer retention since it has a direct impact on their service profitability. The sales and marketing director has engaged our team for spot and understand the reasons why customers left and likely to leave in the near future. The business objective for this project is to use data mining analytics to reduce customer churn. The process of identifying patterns in large data sets and the common attributes is the key to discover the reasons to why customers are leaving and subscribing to its competitors. Additionally, predictive analytics help to make prediction as to which customer is likely to leave in the near future based on key attributes. With the use of model prediction such as decision tree, the team will find out the underlying reasons for churn in Singtel and gaps greater insights. It is then essential for Singtel to make necessary changes to match up to their customer expectation.
For our data understanding, we run Rapid Miner. First, we click on the new process and the blank process. So in order to import the given data, we use the read, Excel, and store operators. This to read and store our data, Singtel customer, into our local repository. We change the senior citizen column from integer to binomial and further created a folder BALY P2A to sort and save the data under BALY P2A 3.2. So given the following data set in Rapid Miner using read Excel and store operator by starting a new process, we use retrieve operator to load the data set and we connect output and ports to result port and run the process. Using the filter function at the top right hand corner, out of 7,043 examples, 41 examples had missing attributes. In order to find out what the missing attributes, the team stroked through the data and found out that the missing attributes for majority of the 41 examples, 30 was from tenor, and the minority of the missing attributes were the total charges, which was 11. Additionally, those tenor that were indicated 0 refers to people who just started using Singtel. As a result, the total charges have yet to be calculated. Hence, they were considered missing attributes. Furthermore, the total charges value for the examples given does not match the formula tenor monthly charges. Next, for the senior citizen column, it was not clearly stated whether it's a yes or no, but it was actually indicated as 1 or 0. Similarly, for the churn column, it was yes and no, which was unclear. Lastly, under the columns namely TV service, online security, device protection, and tech support, some were labeled no internet service, which was very inconsistent. So our main issue was, firstly, the missing attributes, tenor and total charges. Secondly, incorrect values, which was the total charges. And also thirdly, the unclear status.
Moving to the next part, our team proceed to use necessary operators to fix the issues. For the missing attributes, the team used the filter examples operator to filter tenor and total charges so that the examples with missing values are taken out. As for the incorrect value of total charges, the team used the generate attributes operator to input the correct formula to calculate total charges, naming it total charges 1. So now the results only display a total of 7,002 examples without any missing attributes. Also, using the same generate attributes operator, the team added another entry to create the attribute named senior citizen 1. The team used replace operator to replace the value 0 to no and 1 to yes for senior citizen 1 attribute. We further used another two replace operators to replace no to loyal and yes to churn for churn attribute. Lastly, we used another replace operator. As for the attribute filter type, we chose subset and selected device protection, online security, TV service, and tech support. Then we replaced no internet service to no. Moving on, the team used select attributes, changing to subset for attribute filter type and take invert selection. Thus, we then selected gender customer ID, select senior citizens and total charges. So this operator would remove these mentioned attributes and their data as the team felt that these attributes would not be a good predictor. The reason why we filter out gender is because demographics are unlikely to affect customers' churn decision. The reason why we filter out customer ID is because it is all unique to each examples and has nothing to do with whether each customer would churn or not since it is just a serial number. The reason why we filtered out senior citizen and total charges is because we created an entire new attribute for each respectively with the same data and made minor changes in these newly created attributes. The reason why we chose to use TV service, online security, device protection, and tech support is because these services that Singtel provide can affect the customer's decision on whether to be loyal or to churn. Customers that uses more of Singtel services may be more aware and adapted to their services, hence are more likely to stay and be loyal. Senior Citizen 1 is a relevant indicator, which is the newly created attribute with the same data. That's because when customers reach a certain age, they will find it unnecessary to use such services provided. Hence, they will stop engaging with Singtel. Tenure is a deciding factor because people who use Singtel's telecommunication services for a longer period may be adapted to their services provided, hence satisfied with the current services as that they are using and is more likely to stay loyal as long as Singtel continue to provide satisfactory services with standard. The reason why we chose mobile service is because phone calls and text messages are fundamentals of being a service provider. If the company does not provide this service or attribute, then the company would not be able to serve its customers or cater to their needs because their main purpose of being a mobile service provider is not being done. The reason why we chose internet service is because Singtel is a telecommunication company that specializes in providing internet services to customers, whether it be on their mobile devices or at home. Internet service is a necessity for people in the present day and age as internet is what connects people around the world and allows people to learn. Rendering internet services is very important for the company to retain customers by providing them the means of having a basic necessity in the present day and age. The reason why we chose contract is because if the customers have a contract with Singtel, they are more likely to stay where the services would be cheaper as they may come in packages. As for churn, it means they have to terminate their contract and would be unable to enjoy the services further. The team then stored this prepared data under BALY P2A 3.3.
Next, to set the necessary role using an appropriate operator for the attribute that I will need to predict. The team used the set role operator to the churn attribute, setting the target role as label as the team is predicting whether the customers are churning or not. For the next step of modeling, in this step, we need to split the data set into two different sets, one for training the model and the other for testing the model. Use the split data operator to do the split. We added set role in the process and chose churn as our targeted attribute and selected regular for our target role. We set additional roles for churn for label as its target role. This is because we want to train the model to predict the customer churn attribute. The split data operator is required to split the data into two different partitions for training and testing the model. For the larger partition of 0.7, we used it for training, while for the smaller partition we used 0.3. The idea is that for more training data enhances the classification model, while the testing data ensures the accuracy of estimated errors. It is also statistically proven that 3:7 of testing and training data, respectively, is the most suitable ratio.
After adding the predictive operator decision tree into the process model, we run the process. So for diagram 3 that the team has made, the statistics shows that people who has made a contract with Singtel, which those who are paying more than 474,400, have a ratio of 1 to 1 for lawyer to churn, while those who are paying less or equals to 39,800 for total charges has a prediction of 2060 for being lawyer and 138 of them being churning. So under the tenor sector, those who have made a purchase of more than 1,500 is more likely to churn, as the ratio of lawyer to churn is 0 to 2. And for the total charges, less than 1,500 and has tenant is more likely to be lawyer, since the ratio of lawyer to churn is 4 to 0. Moving on to people with no contract, we'll be more focused on people who has internet connection and spending a total charges of more than 1,500 with tenor. They are likely to be loyal, as the ratio of lawyer to churn is 1,169 to 858. Those with tenor and has equal or less than 1,500 has no online security is likely to be churn, as the ratio of lawyer to churn is 64 to 211. And those with online security and is monthly charged more than $84 are likely to churn, as the ratio of lawyer to churn is 0 to 4. Those with monthly charges of less than equal to $84 and is not a senior citizen with no mobile service is likely to churn, as the ratio of lawyer to churn is 1 to 2. And those who has mobile service with monthly charges of more than $22,025 is likely to churn, since the ratio of lawyer to churn is 1 to 3. So under the senior citizen, those who are senior citizen are likely to churn, and the ratio of lawyer to churn is 0 to 3. While those who are not senior citizen and has no mobile service is likely to be churning, as the ratio of lawyer to churn is 1 to 2. Those who has a mobile service with more than $72,025 monthly charges are likely to churn, as the ratio is 1 is to 3. And those with less than $72,025 are likely to be lawyer, as the ratio of lawyer to churn is 7 to 2. To evaluate the performance of the model by linking performance to applied model and linking it to decision tree, we will be able to describe in detail every part of the confusion matrix. So for the performance model, there's an accuracy of 75.8%, which shows that the decision tree we made is applicable and can be trustable for the usage by the director of sales and marketing. Out of the 1,984 times the model is predicted for the churn attribute, there are actually a number of 1,508 that has true lawyer, which made a class precision of 76.01%. And out of the 116 predictions for the churn attribute, there are 83 of them containing churn, resulting in a class precision of 71.55%. Out of the 1,541 predictions which are true lawyer for the churn attribute, there's a prediction of 1,508 true lawyer, resulting in a class recall of 96.86%. For the other column, there are total number of 559 predictions. 83 has churn in the prediction, which shows a class recall of 14.85%. This shows that the model is not as accurate when it's modeling for the churn attribute as compared to the lawyer attribute, since the precision percentage and the class recall is higher for the lawyer predictions compared to the churn predictions. Moving on to our recommendations based on the decision tree and the performance, we understand that it's important for the sales and marketing director to tie down customers with contract, so that they will be more bonded towards Singtel. Customer will be less likely to churn within their contractual period and stay loyal to Singtel, since hefty penalties would be imposed if they decide to break the bond. However, it's crucial to understand customers who are derived from online security and mobile service are more likely to churn. Customers always want to feel valued by Singtel and will not hesitate to leave if they are not able to cater to their needs. And the sales and marketing director can step in to advertise to customer to promote what their mobile services are offering, and at the same time going the extra mile to emphasize that customers' personal data will be held in strict confidentiality. This is to prevent customer from having promotional calls or even spam messages that will cause irritation and inconvenience. Additionally, tenure is defined as the number of months or subscriptions, and it comes hand in hand with contracts, which will affect the customer's churn decision. For each contract, there will be a fixed number of months that the customer would have to subscribe. If not, there will be a penalty that customer will have to incur. So with the recommendations of increasing a Singtel number of contract to customer, it will ultimately result in a decrease in customer churn and an increase in customer retention, which is the ultimate goal of Singtel, and bonds the customer to the company. With that, we end our presentation. Thank you.